most of the owners, all the head coaches, and most of the GMs do speak at the annual meeting. And listen, the annual meeting, the owners' meetings, as it's often called, is a big tentpole event, not for fans, but on the NFL calendar for the media. It's before the draft. It's after free agency. It's when you hear from coaches and owners and GMs for the first and sometimes the only time about major offseason moves. So Jerry Jones spoke yesterday about the Micah Parsons negotiations. He's entering year 5 of his rookie contract. All the other guys from that draft have been paid, other than, say, Rashawn Slater. They've all been paid, except Micah Parsons. Here's Jerry.
I don't view it as urgent at all. And, some say, well, using the basis that the earlier you get something done, the cheaper. Well, the earlier you get something done, a lot of times the more mistakes you make. And you might want to see a few more cards played, not just with that particular negotiation, but with the whole team. And so I know I'm kind of being a little defensive here, but the idea that the only success is getting a contract done at an early time is incorrect. And I'd rather pay more and get it right than I had pay less and screw it up.
That last sentence is the most important sentence because Jerry Jones is going to pay more. If he paid Micah Parsons last year, he could have gotten away with 35. Let's say Justin Jefferson did the deal. He did 35. Justin Jefferson set the bar for non-quarterbacks. Micah Parsons could have done that deal right then and there for 35 and an extra $1, $35 million and an extra $1, and the deal would have been done. Over. So by waiting a year, it cost Jerry an APY of an extra $5 million because we just had the 2 deals done. Myles Garrett and Jamar Chase, they begin with a 4. Now Micah Parsons will have to get a contract that begins with a 4. So it will cost Jerry Jones more money. But he says he'd rather pay more money than basically make a mistake. And people push back. Wait a minute. It's Micah Parsons. Why are you in any way making a mistake? Well, I'll tell you. There is a conversation about Micah Parsons. Do you really want to lock him up? Do you really want to pay him? Do you really want to give him a second contract? Now, listen, you look at the tape. The tape's the tape. Yes, you give him a second contract. Yeah. He is as disruptive a player on the defensive side of the ball as there is in the league. It's a very short list, obviously. With Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett and TJ Watt, it's a short list, right? You pay him. He's the guy. Not always the easiest guy to work with. Yeah. I'm not saying anything you don't know, right? I mean, sparring on X and social media with media and other players and management and the pod. I get it. I'm all for player platforms and speaking your mind. I'm all for it. It gives us content, and I think they deserve that platform. I have nothing against it. But when you're running a building, it's not always the easiest to handle. He's not always the easiest to handle. That's not a secret. It's not a secret, but there's only one person in that building that matters, and that is Jerry Jones. It's his team. He's in charge. If he wants to sign him, he can sign him. So I guess I would have to ask, has he had trepidation? Is this just the standard operating procedure? Like they waited for Dak and they had to pay more there as well. They waited for CD. They had to pay more there as well. Is it just standard operating procedure here again with Micah, or did Jerry also have second thoughts, or did he also have to think about it a little bit more? Was it not a slam dunk in his mind on Micah Parsons as well? I think that's a fair question to ask, but he is going to pay more. This contract is going to be over $40 million a year annually. And I've said it 1,000 times. If you know, do the deal now, period. Because it'll cost you. It cost the Bengals extra money. They should have done it last year. They didn't. And it cost them more on Jamar Chase. If you know this guy's the quarterback, pay him. Pay him. Same goes for Micah. The other guys in that draft, Joe Burrow, he's well into his new deal. Tua got his deal last year. Justin Herbert, well into his deal. Derek Brown, well into the deal. Who else? Tristan Wirfs been paid. Jerry Jeudy, new team, but he's been paid. CeeDee Lamb, he's been paid. Justin Jefferson, he's been paid. Brandon Ayuk got paid. Jordan Love got paid. Patrick Queen these guys got paid. T. Higgins has gotten paid. Xavier McKinney had to switch teams, but he got paid. Jonathan Taylor got paid. Trayvon Diggs got paid. Jalen Hurts got paid. They're all the same draft. Micah Parsons hasn't been paid. It's time to pay him. And by waiting, you are going to write a bigger check. I'm not trying to tell you how to run your business, how to do your finances. You got a lot more money than me. You're better at it than me. But it makes it more difficult to do business with every other part of your team when you wait this long to do it. It just didn't make a lot of sense yesterday, what he said. And there's the agent part of it. He basically said, I don't care nor know who Micah Parsons' agent is. You should. His name is David Mulugheta. He does massive deals for massive stars. People will remember him as the guy that got the fully guaranteed contract for Deshaun Watson. But he's also done huge deals for plenty of other guys, like just Jalen Ramsey, to name a few, to name one. He's got a long list. The whole thing felt awkward yesterday, and then Micah claps back and says, don't basically forget about my agent. Don't disrespect him. Here it is. Jerry Jones with blatant disrespect, Clarence Hill's words, not mine, to Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulugheta. The agent is not a concern here. I don't know his name. Micah tweets, David is the best, and I will not be doing any deal without David Mulugheta involved. Like anyone with good sense, I hired experts for a reason. There's no one I trust more when it comes to negotiating contracts than David. There will be no backdoors in this contract negotiation. I am all for FaceTime between ownership and employees. Truly. Between the boss and employees. And there's nothing wrong with a player and an owner having an open conversation about business. But eventually you got to have the agent involved because the agent does the deal. Mm-hmm. And to say, I don't know his name and I don't care, oof. That does not look bad. Look at the Bengals, for example. Katie Blackburn, who runs the Bengals in essence, her father, Mike Brown, the owner, and is truly the man in charge, obviously. But Katie Blackburn, senior role with the Bengals, and as the owner's daughter, she has a very strong voice and runs the business side there. Katie Blackburn said yesterday of Trey Hendrickson, who is without contract. Actually, he has a contract, but they're working on the trade. I don't think there's going to be a trade, to be honest with you. I think he's going to have to go back there. Said that eventually, and I'm paraphrasing, Trey Hendrickson is just going to have to learn to be happy, basically. We have a good deal in front of him. He just got to be happy. And Hendrickson was on with Pat McAfee today, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, when I saw that, I was hoping it was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, he also said with Pat, quote, communication has been poor over the last couple months. That's something I hold in high regard. They have not communicated with my agent directly. It's been something that's been a little frustrating.
Yeah. So, there's that. Negotiations are best done behind the scenes. Behind the scenes.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.